Okay, everyone, welcome to the public portion of a general February general staff meeting. We're going to start off with announcements from gods.
Can I just say MBS is 30 seconds away from being...
Okay, do you want? Okay, well,
we'll wait for MBS.
Media.
Bloody media, how could
Also, please don't fly in front of it.
This is the part where we can say the stuff that's never on air, right? Right?
Well, I mean, your stream
you're
is-
alive.
Well, I could just cut it out.
Public portion is starting now.
Wait, are we starting now? Or are we waiting until 4:15?
No, just start now.
I guess we're starting because people are...
Okay, people are impatient. Let's do it.
MBS is on intro sequence.
I know you're on intro sequence.
Everybody be quiet. So
Does it do the
Yeah,
BBC news
either
boost?
that, or people keep throwing
Yeah,
codes
yeah,
at
yeah.
us.
Using the BBC count.
We good?
Goodbye.
Are we live?
Live.
No cakes,
Okay.
no chickens.
All right.
Eat. Okay.
Sorry for the false start there. This is the public portion of the general staff meeting on the MRT server for February 10th, 2019. We're going to start off with actually announcements from Gods and Yoshi, starting with Gods regarding the mini golf tournament, or no, building competition results.
Hey guys, firstly, sorry for my voice in advance. I've got a cold right now, so I sound pretty awful. But anyway, first, thank you for everyone that participated in the mini golf tournament. I hope everyone had fun. We certainly had fun scoring it. Anyway, on to the points. I will start off with the 9-hole brackets, which were scored out of 200 points, and there was a total of 5 entrants. In 5th place, with the prize of $50, is Conric with Astro Select Mini Golf.
Hey. Yay.
In 4th place, also with $50, is OX10 with OX10's Airport Mini Golf Extravaganza. 3rd place, jumping up in prizes to $500, is Mojang Chan with Mojangsburg Golf Course.
Hey,
Oh,
money.
submitted it. That means I get a big
In 2nd place, with $1,000, is John Guy with Santa Maria Mountain Course, which means in 1st place, winning $2,000, is High Tech TR with Woodsdale Lilliput Golf Course.
Yay. Pronounced
Yay.
John.
Well done, everyone, for participating.
Yay.
Now
Congrats,
on to the 18-hole.
Yay, but it's pronounced John John.
John Jai, I apologise. Anyway, on to the 18-hole courses scores. Once again, we had 5 entrants. Thank you ever so much, those that did submit. In 5th place, winning a prize of $100, was Tom Pears with 80 mini greens and golf range. 4th place, also with $100, was Time to Make My Move with Bear Lodge Venceslo Golf Resorts.
Yay.
3rd place,
Sponsored much?
3rd place,
It was at a resort.
3rd place, now jumping up to $1,000, is Frosty Creeper 10 for Gulf Island Creeperville. 2nd place with $2,000 is Vicky Posa with Bogey Hill. And in, and in 1st place is Red Ray with the 18th Mine, winning $3,500. Tis all.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Holler, required dollar.
Congratulations to all the winners. Admins will be paying out those monies fairly shortly.
And if you want a full breakdown of the scores, I've just posted a link in in the server.
All right. Cool. All right. Next up, Yoshi, you had an announcement of some sort?
Yes, hi. Well, I messed up the broadcast, but it's fine. As you all know, the 3rd MRT Distribution Festival will be happening soon-ish. I know some people aren't okay with that, but I think we got a lot of people who want to do it, so I definitely want to serve that need. But we have revealed the logo and slogan. For the logo, I'll put the link in chat, you'll find it there. But the slogan this time is created by Otto, which is one of a kind. We're looking for unique photos and unique things that you would like to spotlight in your pictures. The opening, it has not opened yet. We're gonna have to go through some logistics, and of course the timing of when the event will happen. So watch out for that. But yeah, that's all we have now.
Awesome. Okay. So thanks to Gods and Yoshi for organizing those things. Now it's time for the actual announcements from the general staff meeting. First off, All right, someone deploy the revamp doc. Deploy the link.
Deploy.
Chief, deploy the link.
Deploy.
Deploy. Shit, where'd it go?
Read
Okay.
Document has run away.
Hang on, it's on the front page. I got it. Nope. Shit, that's the wrong one.
The link is read only, isn't
Everything
it?
was down to this moment, Chief. This yeah, make sure it's read only, otherwise you get.
I'm checking. I'm checking. Please hold.
Because we had a link to it, and that wasn't
standing by. Red leader standing by. Standing by.
Anyone with the link can view. Shared with 2 groups for edit. Okay. No, that's not how you spell that. Deployed.
Deploy.
We should have made a Bitly link, but oh well.
I'll make a Bitly link.
Okay. So this is the document that staff have been working on for like 3 months now. More. It's been a while. It is Chief started off this initiative of basically doing 2 things. We're going to basically going through every single rule that we have on the server and either, investigating whether they're relevant or tweaking it, or also giving more detail about the rule, or like edge cases and examples and that sort of thing. So that is what this document contains. There are some places that are not fully complete, or we still need to paste in. Those will be added later. But now it is available for all of you to see. And I'll just start off that these rules are not yet in effect. And they won't be until probably the March GSM at the earliest. That means that during this month of February until the March GSM, we are open to any feedback about any particular wording about any rules, even minor wording changes. We are certainly open to make sure that these rules are clear and understandable for all members. So, as I announced at the rules revamp meeting, I'm not going to go over them again, but most of the major rules changes were announced then. So that's mostly around airfields, airports, heliports, and seaplanes, that sort of thing. We did, during the GSM private portion, go through the rest of the revamp. I'm just going to see. I don't think there was any. Oh, there is one. There's a couple things I want to mention. There is a section on asset, what used to be called asset auctions. We're going to change the wording of this section to asset transfers. And starting from now, I would encourage everyone to not use the term auction anymore when it comes to these sort of transfers. And by these transfers, I mean any sort of transfer from an inactive player or banned player to an active player. So instead of using the word auction, just use a different word. I guess asset transfer is a better wording. And the wording also does apply for any like voluntary transfers that from an active player to another active player. So that's all combined into one rule section there. What else can I say here? There's also the arenas and stadiums section that's just above there. This section is not complete because, I'll get into more detail. Right now, the PvP Arena plugin does not work with 1.13, and there is no expected further development to make it compatible with 1.13. So at the moment, we're kind of stuck. We are looking for possible maybe replacements for the PvP Arena plugin, but until we get any sort of conclusion there, the rules around arenas are not complete there. The rules that we decided just in general from before, just based on if the PvP Arena plugin worked, those are still there and have been transferred over, but there's still some ambiguity here. Working on other things here.
Seaplanes.
Seaplanes, I think I kind of mentioned there.
Talked about that last week.
Yeah, event funding. I'll mention that there was a $10,000 limit on events, or in terms of funding. We're going to remove that limit because I think it's a bit too constraining, and we would like to see, I think, perhaps some more grandiose events, perhaps. But I would like to remind everyone that if you are proposing an event that you'd like to host on the server, please try to propose a funding amount that is proportional to the size of your event. And that size of your event depends on how elaborate, how much work you're putting into the event, but also how many people you expect to participate in that event. So if it's something like, like 6 to 8 people participating, that's probably more along the lines of $1,000 or less. Whereas if it's many people or has a lot of preparation, then you can definitely request higher amounts than that. But that's just a general guide.
Whose mic is that?
Who is talking? Oh, HVT, come on.
HVT.
That's not me.
Oh,
Someone,
HVT?
that was someone
Oh,
else.
someone else. Sorry, sorry, HVT. Sorry, I always blame HVT.
Yeah, if you're on voice activity, please mute.
Yes, thank you.
Mute yourself.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm just reading through. There's a lot of little changes. I might be missing some of these, but one change we are going to make is regarding railways. If you are, the rules used to say that you had to build within a quote-unquote reasonable distance, but that reasonable distance wasn't strictly defined, and as we know, everyone has a different definition of what reasonable is. So staff have decided to set a block. Basically, the block limit. The block limit is 2,000 blocks. So what that means is if you want to build a rail line up to that 2,000 blocks. Then you don't need to get permission. But if you are going over that 2,000 block limit, then you should email staff. And you don't have to wait for a GSM necessarily for this. We can give approval outside of a GSM, but we just want to know to make sure that no one's building extremely long rail lines across server.
And we want to clarify that this is 2,000 blocks from one station to the next. Like, you can have a rail line that goes pretty far, like, that serves a lot of towns at once. That's totally fine.
Yep.
And if you're wondering how you're going to pedantically measure it, it's from the it's from the closest edges of the platforms is how you measure. So.
Okay.
Could I ask a direct question about that? Because
later.
Please leave that to the Q&A. I'm expecting a lot of questions here. In addition to railways, I will also mention regarding MRT station modifications. If you are modifying just the entrances outside of the station and you're not at mayor rank yet, staff have generally allowed this. But if you're making any further modifications of that, like tracks or the roof or anything else other than that, that's generally not allowed. So basically, yeah, minor modifications are okay before mayor rank, but if you want to do anything larger than that, then you must have the mayor rank at that point. What other things are here? I think that's about it for now. I might be missing some sections, but again, if you have questions about anything in the rules revamp doc, the Q&A is a good time to do it. Well, so you can ask your questions there, or you can send an email to staff if you have more detailed comments about this document. Again, the rules are not in effect yet. The earliest it'll be ratified is the March GSM, and hopefully, if everything goes well after the March GSM, all of the rules, or at least with some tweaks, will be in effect at that time. Okay. So moving on to 1B. Oh boy. So
I said no, but
I mean,
everyone else is
okay.
like yes.
So as part of the Seaplanes initiative, we were trying to get more lakes in the official list of official lakes, I guess. We decided to add one more lake. It is the one near Sunshine Coast. And according to staff, apparently people are already a lot of players around who have towns near this lake are already calling it. So this lake will be called Lake Thanos.
Yes.
Yes. So that is now the official lake name of that
And
place.
that means that towns on Lake Thanos are now cleared for seaplane bases if you meet the other rules.
When the rules
once they take effect in March. But
yeah. And right. If you are looking for other lakes to be named, staff are also open for naming of those as well. So if you have any ideas, feel free to email staff and we can take a look at that the next GSM.
Again, if it doesn't have a name, we can add a name to it. But renaming one that already has a name is probably not going to fly.
And as a reminder, for those that weren't aware of the seaplane rules, the new ones when they come into effect will state that you can only build seaplane ports on named lakes. So if you do think if you're near a lake and you do plan to build a seaplane, you should probably get that lake named now if it does not have one. So, okay. Moving on to 1C, considering that Chief is generally the person who's been writing up all those minutes posts for after every meeting, and it's I used to do them quite a bit, but it is a lot of work. So I would like to recognize Chief for this effort. I was going to call him the staff meeting coordinator, but I think a better title would be the Minister of Propaganda, to be honest.
Yes. Oh boy.
But
Mr. Propaganda.
But I mean, I think that's better as an official title. The official title will be staff meeting coordinator because we couldn't really decide. But that is what Chief is kind of responsible for, communicating. He's doing the rules also, so he's communicating stuff out to you guys. So yeah,
Mr. Propaganda. It's Mr. Propaganda or Minister.
I am now now being given this responsibility. I would like to promote Fred to my assistant.
We've already said no. We've already said no. We already said no. MRT government says no.
And now the server falls into fascism. Anyway. Okay. So
Isn't it already fascist?
maybe. I don't know. Okay, moving on to section 1D. Again, I sort of mentioned PvP Arena plugin already. This is just an update of what's going on with 1.13. I've done some testing on the beta server. Multiverse is screwed. We have right now other worlds are not loading properly. We're gonna try some fixes on our end there. Hopefully it'll work. Yeah, PvP Arena is not working also. We're looking for a replacement. E-Elevator is dead. It is never coming back. And so if you have E-Elevators, you should probably be converting them now. Fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, UCars is still working for some reason.
Wow.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, honestly. Cause
I love UCars.
But
where would we be without UCars?
UCars is still working. And also, finally, we are waiting for an update for Core Protect. It is expected by late February, so that's probably the earliest possible time when we could get 1.13 on main, but it's probably going to be more like March or April at this point because of the other plugins. But that's pretty much the state. Basically, once we get the plugins set up, once we get a good set of plugins all configured properly, then at that point I will unwhitelist the server and then open up to the public for just general testing. But as I probably can expect, most people don't go on there for testing. They just go there to grief everything. And don't you deny it.
Yes.
Because yeah.
It's a shame the world got reset.
Yeah. Moving on to so because
the big ones.
So usually we do Premier City reviews at toward the end, but because of how many premieres
6.
we're up to 6. We decided to do them earlier and try to get more staff to attend and actually vote.
Which we did. We had like 10.
Okay. How should I do this? Should I just announce who are the new premiers?
No, go.
Just
Go in order.
You're saying someone got promoted.
At least one person.
Did you ask people to do their
Well, I mean,
No, he said the
Go in
plural
order.
form
I
of
mean,
the word premier.
let's
so
think
that
about this.
means two.
It's 6 premiers. What are the chances that all of them got denied? That seems a bit
High.
Quite high.
70%.
I guess.
Quite high.
Okay. So I think we should just go through the list. If someone gets approved, and that someone is here, please give your speech immediately if you can, because it's.
So you're saying someone got approved.
I'm just saying, let's
Verbally.
just plan for it.
Okay.
And earlier Frumple used the plural form of the word premieres, which means at least 2 people.
I hate news. Okay, anyway. I hate the media.
You're propaganda, man. You can.
Anywho, we're gonna go through the list.
Oh shit, that's my job.
We're gonna go through the list one by one.
The first premier city we looked at was Debeco.
He said first premier city.
No, sorry. The Canada. Canada. Okay, the first Canada we looked at was Debeco. I'll just say a few things about the feedback. Unfortunately, Debeco did not make. Oh, what?
I was gonna say we were unanimous in our decision.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I should have been. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I guess the reviews is a. Oh, we can't release the reviews link yet, but we'll do it at the end. But yeah, it was unanimous. No. It does seem to be a bit on the small side. Just, I think that there needs to be more stuff in the city before we can approve that for Premier. But good effort. The next city we looked at was I'm gonna mispronounce it. Carnoustie. Carnoustie.
Nice.
This is made by Captain Obi, and unfortunately, the staff were unanimous in their decision. They said no to this city. Again, same problems. Scaling is a bit of an issue. Landscaping was also a bit of an issue. We do have pretty stringent requirements for landscaping. If we see even one land scar, our eyebrows twitch.
Our hearts sink.
Yeah. So yep. So that's there. Next up is Sunshine Coast, built by Cacto.
Staff were unanimous on our decision on this one as well.
Yep. And they were unanimous in favor of this city.
Welcome to the club.
Yay!
We liked.
You failed. Whoever promoted me to
good job, person.
Particularly with Sunshine Coast, we did like the different. The landscape was definitely good. The different districts, the different buildings. There were some certain comparisons to Dead Bush. It definitely wasn't as on the scale of Dead Bush, but definitely the attention to detail was top notch. So, so that is.
You have a speech?
Oh yes, Cacto. You have a speech. You better say it now.
I have a short speech. I'm not very good at speeches, but I wrote a short one. Thanks to everyone who's helped build Sunshine Coast. It's been great being with this community for the short time I've been here. Over the last months, I've worked on this city, and I think it's really paid off. Thanks to everyone who has helped me along the way. Yay.
Yay!
Visit Sunshine Coast.
Now, unfortunately, Cacto, usually premiers, once they get to this point, there's not much else to do. Are you going to continue working on Sunshine Coast, or maybe start a new city?
I'll probably work on
Build an empire.
but I'm also gonna build other towns, kind of like Mojang. I don't know.
Don't start an empire.
It's time to declare war.
Sunshine Coast is not done.
I feel like a good war would be some.
Oh, and I am now
Empire versus the
premier city in the Epsilon region.
All right,
So lag is real.
So congrats to Cacto and Sunshine Coast for being the next premier. Next up, we looked at Venceslo. This is built by Time to Make My Move. Interestingly enough, this was the only town, only city where there was a split vote. And it was right down the middle. Half of the staff said yes, half of the staff said no. Unfortunately, for premiers, you do need a majority of the votes need to be in favor, so 85%. It was a good effort. There's definitely significant improvement since the last time this city was looked at. But for the against votes, the main issues were build count. It wasn't quite at the scale of other premier cities that we've seen. But for the people who voted for, it was enough. We do think it is culturally significant enough, at the very least. So, because it has hosted events and that sort of thing. So tough luck for that. Next up is Lanark.
Again?
Again, Lanark is up for consideration, built by Iraq. Fortunately for this one, this was also unanimous, and everyone voted for Lanark.
Yay!
Yay!
The main things about Lanark that we liked was the consistent building style. It was culturally significant in the case that there were a lot of, well, the GM franchise is a big thing. And interiors were great. Build quality was generally great. Landscaping was pretty good. So, yeah, we are happy to grant Lanark as the next premier city. Iraq is not here, so he's not able to bring a speech, but we will encourage him to send one in so that they can be posted on the GSM results. And finally, the last candidate city that we're going to consider.
You guys want to run that promotion for Iraq? I forget if he's a supporter.
He's not a
you can always do
supporter,
info. The LP user.
Doing it now.
Yeah, info to check if he's a supporter or not.
Ah, gotcha.
I do it all the time. Okay, so next, the final candidate is Espel, made by SBDev. Well, this actually there was I dissented. I voted against all the other staff because I thought the scale of the city was quite a lot, and I felt it did deserve premier, but everyone else voted no, unfortunately. The biggest issue with Espel is the landscaping. There are a lot of empty spaces. There are a lot of land scars, and while I personally don't like land scars, I did think I felt that I could overlook them, but other staff disagreed. So, in a vote of 1 for 8 against, Espel was denied for this. But definitely, this is one example where the city was there. Like it definitely on terms of scale and detail was there, but terraforming brought it down. So let this be a reminder to everyone that please clean up your land. Please don't leave land scars because staff are not.
And please look at the funny comments that we left.
Oh yeah.
The doc hasn't been posted yet. Please wait.
The document has not been posted, but I think it can be released now because that's the last. So I don't know if one staff can make that available.
Gods, don't you want to put it in no, Gods has a folder that he puts things in.
Okay.
It's available.
All right, so it is now available in the town results folder, so please follow that bit.ly link, and you can look at all our comments there.
That's the wrong link, sorry.
Oh, wait.
1 second.
You tried.
Hold on, stand by.
Whoops.
Isn't it all town batches or something?
Is there a folder for premieres? Do we even know our own file structure?
Hang on.
No.
Carry on, I'll sort it.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the rest of the minutes in this meeting. Yeah, roads and projects and property auctions. I'll just go through.
has it.
I'll just go through this. First road that we looked at was A246, extending from Farwater, the eastern terminus of the Expo line, all the way to east to Bachtown, which is on the Jungle line. This is proposed by Foot Chicken. This has been conditionally approved. We have one condition on this. That is the portion that is going through Super Tig's town, which is, he's an inactive player. We'd like that part to be underground. But after the road goes east of Super Tig's town, then it can be of any elevation that you desire. We just want to make sure that the town is relatively not touched.
Yeah, he said in Foot Chicken just posted in Discord that he's planning on having it go underground anyway. Perfect, you're all good.
Okay, so then it is approved. Yeah, you got it. The next road we're looking at is the A12. This is proposed by Frosty and Frog from Takasaki to Taitsensaki. This has been approved. No issues here. Next road we're looking at is 3C, the A746 renamed to A6 from Jangwa to Bird Hall. This is proposed by Lithium. This has been denied because after looking at the roads that Lithium has built, we have some serious quality concerns about the roads he's built. There's definitely some issues, and we don't have confidence that he can build the roads properly. I'm sure Lithium will have probably questions of why the road has been denied. Staff are going to try to do our best to try to communicate this to him, but as we know, it might be a bit difficult. So yeah. Oh, as a side note, Tom, we also joked that he should become the foreign minister.
Tom is now the foreign minister.
Because he deals with lithium on quite a frequent basis. But
however, it is spelled in that particular way that you all saw in broadcast, like an hour ago. So spelled wrong. It's spelled correctly according to Tom language. So
Stop pushing me.
Also, you guys know that Lithium is in the chat, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Someone will have to just sit down and explain to him, because I don't think we can explain to him.
Oh, where is the foreign
I'm
minister?
not meant for the foreign minister's comments.
Moving on.
Anyway.
You're gonna have to draw the shorts.
Moving on to 3D, B355 from Jungleville to Mid-Jungle. This is proposed by Magetho and Imperial Block. This was proposed at the previous meeting, but it was denied then because we had concerns about how the road was going to build and some quality issues there. This road is conditionally approved. We want to make sure staff will be. You can start building the road, but please try to make an effort to both Magetho and Imperial to make this as minimally invasive as possible, because this is a jungle biome. It is, as you can expect, a very sensitive biome that you don't want to make definitely no land scars in this area.
We don't want to anger the wildlife.
Yes. And also staff will it says may be supervised. I don't know if Mega actually did it, but Mega will be the supervisor, I guess, of this road, and we'll be watching you two carefully. So, and the final road we're looking at is the B408 808 something. I don't know what. Renumbered 808. This is proposed by ISO McLaren. This has been denied, but mainly because we don't have enough information from the road proposal about how ISO McLaren is going to build the interchange between this road and the 88. So, if you are listening to this, if you just send another email to us between now and the next GSM with more details about how the interchange is going to work and how it's going to be built, then we can approve this outside of the GSM. You won't have to wait till the March GSM for this. So, that's that.
Also, we would rather ISO, we can't do it now. You should have had that in your original proposal.
Yeah.
So please send it by email. Also, we would like to renumber it B808 or something starting with the number 8, just because of where it is.
Yeah, it is it is technically in Ward 8. In Ward 8. So yeah. Okay. So moving on to section 4, projects and funding proposals. Actually, it's mostly just projects. There's no funding proposals here. HVT likes sending in blue rail extensions. Unfortunately, the first two to Xylona and Birchwood have been denied. For Xylona has been denied because that particular town is inactive and the deputy mayor is also inactive. So for all intents and purposes, that city is off limits to any further stations. If someone wants to say have that town transferred to them, because it's inactive, then they can certainly do so if they would like to request that at GSM. The second one to Birchwood, we denied this one because there are alternative routings available, either further north or further west. So HVT should probably just use those instead of going through the town. However, the final one that HVT proposed, connecting Blue Rail to Debeco, this has been approved because there are no alternate routings. So HVT will start digging some tunnels. The other project that was considered was intra-rail extensions through various inactive towns or near inactive towns, mainly in the area just east of Central City. There is a full PDF that Kitty wrote that was actually quite impressive, actually, I'll say. It was fully detailed, every town accounted for, and this has been approved in full. So Kitty, you can start at least constructing the parts that where you have permission. And finally, section 5, several property auctions. I'm just going to say all of them have been approved. So the first one is High Tech TR is now the new owner of New Falconia, New Bark North at C31. Modern Art is the new owner of Voltsphere at A19 to T24. That's the intersection between the Arctic and Tiger lines. And finally, Decor Minecraft has been approved to own a rather strange circular structure southwest of Thunderbird, owned by Tel 276. We don't know what it is, but he requested it.
We're going through, we're like, what the fuck is this? I don't know.
It's an ancient sculpture
here,
of mystic beings.
One more note that I don't think Frumple has mentioned is that we also unanimously agreed to ban that member for lighting fires all across Spawn City.
Yes.
No, that's
someone
else.
That's someone else. Hello.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry, Kitty.
Okay. But anyway, that's been approved.
And Kitty, I'll just clarify for your thing that your approval for the Intrarail project also extends to building a station at MRT Marina. That was also approved.
Yes.
Okay,
Tom actually gave explicit permission there, so yeah.
Yay.
So you're good to go.
Yeah, please don't set fires to MRT spawn and say that someone else did it. That doesn't work.
The MRT police will catch on to you fairly quick.
It's Robin's fault.
Big Ben.
We have cameras everywhere.
And
NBS cameras.
Okay. I believe that is all the topics. So now it is time for the Q&A and open floor. Again, if you have any questions regarding the rules revamp or any of the other topics in the GSM, please PM me in either in-game or on the Discord voice channel. I will not be accepting requests through Twitch chat because of security reasons, but yes, please PM me in-game and I'll put you on the list. Autobus, I got you on the list there.
Serious questions only for now, please.
Yes, serious questions only.
From paid.
That's not. No, don't call me
What?
Trump.
That's
terrible.
no.
That is
That's not a
terrible.
question. Hang on. Wait. Objection. Not a question.
Is Otto the only person asking a question? Because that's the only person right now. I'm still waiting for anybody else.
Everybody has to say questions.
I'm just going to wait for the not serious questions part to come.
Oh God, my James.
Oh God. Okay. Otto.
I'm a little surprised because it is a big rule for him. I guess people may have not had a chance to read.
Lithium's asking why was his expansion rejected.
Yeah, Tom's on it.
Lithium
Minister
of
Foreign Affairs.
Yes. Minister for
Minister of Foreign Affairs, dear job.
Okay.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, Otto. You have the floor.
Okay, so with the changes to the rail connection rules for the exact distance, I have a system where on some lines I run both like stopping services that stop at nearly every town along the route, and then an express service. Would the express service using the exact same tracks do I need to apply for that if the distance goes over 2,000 blocks? If the stop train thing just stop
it applies to the slowest service that uses the tracks. So as long as you've got stations between them that are within 2,000 blocks of each other, you're okay. And express services that just happen to bypass a couple along the way, totally fine.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let Tom deal with lithium, but next up is Dragon Bloom. Oh, now the questions are coming. Here we go.
You're muted in Discord, by the way, Dragon Bloom. Or unless you're doing it.
I also have a question.
Yeah, Dragon Bloom, I'm not sure if you're typing it out. You might be typing it out. I don't think.
He has no mic, so yeah just PM your question to Frumble or just ask in chat.
Yep. Dragon
Bloom has opened a poll for people to vote on if it's moth or butterfly.
Okay, I'll make a
voice channel
I was early.
Okay. Again, if you have a question or would like it, basically, if you want to turn to speak to ask a question or make a comment, please PM me in game, or please say so in the voice channel, text channel on Discord. So I can actually put you on the list here. Okay, here we go. Dragon Balloon's question is: would reasonable, in quotes, undersea tunnels that are already built over 2,000 blocks be grandfathered in?
Yes.
Yeah, if you already have the rail line, I guess we didn't make this clear. If you already have the rail line there, then it's not. These rules will apply to all new rail lines afterward. And also, again, the rules aren't in effect yet. So, yeah.
It will probably be in March.
Actually, on that, I'm not sure if we clarified. This is taking effect now rather than in March, is it?
No, it's
no.
taking effect.
Oh, this is in March.
I made this very clear. It's taking effect at earliest on the March GSM. Again, the point of this rule is to at least define a strict, just a block length regarding the wording reasonable in that rule, because in my opinion, reasonable is up to interpretation by different people. Like for some person, 500 blocks might be reasonable, while some other person might think 5,000 blocks is reasonable. So that is why we are stating a strict block limit here. Of course, if staff come over to your rail line and think that at the moment, if they think it's too long in general, then we will let you know. But
I think 18,000 is a good limit.
Me too.
Half the world.
I have
Make
the
it
power to
36
ban.
grand.
And anyway,
as we exercised during this meeting.
Yes.
Okay, moving.
Yeah, but that was asking for it. That was like.
Anyway.
Okay.
Next question.
Jongi, I'll get to you in a sec. Next up is Dragon Blood. First, does that answer your question? I hope. I guess it does. Okay, cool. Okay, next up is Vicky Posa.
Actually, like my question was already asked, but it was about how the rail rules would apply retroactively.
Okay.
But you already answered that question. But I do have another question about another rule that really wasn't explicitly outlined. Do I have to place bus vehicles at every single stop along the line?
No.
But like on 2-lane roads, like it would like just block it. So
no.
Okay,
and we
just
did
being
specifically consider
absolutely
that.
clear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we did actually, when we got to that point in the meeting, we were thinking of should we write something in there to explicitly say whether or not, either or, buses should be on every stop or not, and whether to write that down explicitly. I think we decided not to write that down explicitly, but just the fact that you asked that question, Vicky, might make us rethink that. So we might add some clauses just to explicitly say that you don't need buses on every stop for your bus routes. So,
but if like anything, it would be like we don't need a bus at every stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should probably be written down on that rule in case, so that's very clear. So.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
Thank you. All right. Okay, Jongi, I'm gonna read your question from the Discord voice channel. His question is: in seaplane bases, what are the runways and taxiways counted into the airport space? If so, how? No. The
runway is the water.
The runway, and the runway and the taxiway is the water of which the seaplane is running on. The part that is counted are the docks that allow people to board these planes, any sort of buildings nearby, like terminal buildings next to it. Hangars would also count as well. So any sort of, I guess, land-based buildings would be counted there. So
okay, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. I will add you in, but it's not your turn to speak yet. But you can type your question in the voice channel right now. Okay, then moving on to Foot Chicken. He has a quick question, I believe. You may want to PM me by some means. I don't think I read your question or saw your question anywhere. Tom, are you having trouble explaining to Lithium why his road was not?
I haven't talked to him. I was waiting for you to get done. Finish
Well,
first.
he's asking in voice channel, like he's still asking what's wrong with my road agenda. So I don't think he understands yet. Frosty, I see your
That's a
question,
bit of
but
an
I'm not
issue.
going to look at it quite yet. I'm putting you on the list here. Foot Chicken's question is: should I put diamond blocks under my road? For what reason? For U-cars?
For an A road, that's recommended but not required.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. U-cars, it seems to be working, so you should be safe enough to still. Okay, someone has. Please turn your voice activity off, or because I'm hearing echo. But yeah.
Hey.
Okay. Who?
Lithium, you're holding your mic down.
Hello. Okay, Lithium.
Hello?
I'm gonna mute you because
You're echoing.
You're echoing. Okay. So moving on to ISO McLaren. McLaren, to make it very clear, your road was denied because it does not have enough detail. And the detail that we're missing is how the road will connect to the A8 and basically how is the interchange going to be built. If you can provide those details and if you can email that later, you don't have to wait for the March GSM. You can just email us and we can approve it at that time or not. Does that make sense? Okay.
Big mood. Cookie wins 3 cents.
Oops.
For saying it's a butterfly. Good lord.
Okay. Next up, Frosty. I'm gonna scroll back up to your question here. Frosty's question is: do you have to propose seaplane ports if it's already on one of the named lakes? I don't think.
So if it's
actually, yes, I think you do because
I was like to say it's part of your 7,500 limit. So yes.
Yeah, if it's your Senator air facility and it's your first one, if it's within your 7,500 Senator limit, no. If it's above that, yes.
Yeah, correct.
It's just like an airport.
Yeah.
It just happens to be on water.
Yeah. So it basically, if you're governor, it's still part of your 50% that you need to declare of where you're going to build. So yes, you need to propose it, but Senator, no, you don't have to do it. I hope that answers your question, Frosty. Okay, I think I'm at the end of my list. So if you have any, we're still on serious questions here. So no, don't put the silly questions in yet. If you have any serious questions about the rules and stuff, let me know. SP's question is: are undersea roads allowed? What exactly do you mean by that? Just undersea? I guess if it's undersea, you probably, if it's something special like that, you should probably propose that to staff because it is a unique situation there. Yeah.
Under the sea.
Yeah. If it's just a regular road, then the general rules will apply depending on how that road is. But if it's an underwater tunnel, that's pretty significant. So you should get permission from that. I think I missed Foot Chickens. No, I thought maybe I'm. How many lanes per direction? Foot Chicken, what are you asking exactly? How many lanes should be on the road that you built? Your road was an A road, so you should read up on the road building guidelines. They should give you a good sense of what is allowed for an A or a B road. In your case, since your road was an A road, I believe, yes, then it can have it can have 2 or more lanes, I believe.
Yeah, generally, A roads we like having 2 per direction.
Yeah, or more, depending on that. But yeah, look up the guidelines. That'll give you a pretty good sense of what's allowed. Okay. No, I don't see any other further serious questions. This is the last call. So if you have a question, please let me know. Okay. I don't see anything further, so we're going to move on to the not so serious questions.
Open the floodgates.
Moth or butterfly?
Say butterfly.
Say moth.
Say moth.
It's a spider.
It's a moth. Spiders don't fly from.
Yeah, no, they do. Spiders do fly because when they're very young, they fly away. When they're
Some spiders have wings.
I feel like modifying like a single leg or something to make it into the.
Yeah, don't worry about silly questions. Just ask a silly question in chat. Like we're not going in any queue here.
It's a
Can we do it in
it's a
voice
very
channel?
significantly genetically
you can
modified
definitely say it in
spider
voice
given
channel.
supersize.
Okay, I have to go to another meeting, so bye.
Bye, Chief.
Goodbye.
Why?
I'm the interim
why is
minister
the-
of propaganda.
Yeah, just ask your silly questions here. I may miss some here.
Does Spawn have a railway which doesn't?
Megas, do you think there will be any legal consequences to being the Minister of Propaganda given your impending litigation with Trump?
No.
That is a separate issue, and I'm not going to comment on that.
We cannot comment on ongoing
is
investigations.
Is proceeding. Interestingly, when I looked at during my evaluation of one of the premier cities, I found a certain advertisement that was, I think, would definitely help my case quite a bit. So.
Sunshine Coast billboard.
Yes.
Right, Frample, I have a question.
Yes.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Because
can you be my Valentine?
No, serious. No, I'm going to give you a serious answer. I don't go outside very much nowadays.
Same.
I'm going to be on a plane on Valentine's Day.
Example, I have a question.
I don't socialize. Anyway, what's next? Okay, ask your question.
Spawn have a railway that doesn't work.
I don't. You'll have to ask the person who designed that railway. I don't know. Probably Castle.
Yes, it does.
Maybe.
Does not work.
Yeah.
Hashtag get Frample Bay.
Okay.
What?
Can I make my bathtub a new named lake?
Where do we need
What?
to put our
All I heard was
questions?
bathtub.
What?
Can I make my bathtub a new named lake?
No.
Well, you must have a really expensive bathtub. What do you know?
I don't think you can put a seaplane port in a bathtub. That seems.
I mean, it depends how big the bath. For example, you could put it in a pool. I think the pool at the Whodunit Manor could fit a seaplane.
Uh-huh. Right.
Good luck having it take off.
I mean, it could vertical take off. Give it heli blades.
Dragon Balloon has a non-silly question. Where's the map of the Lakes of Names? If Chief was here, he probably could bring it up, but it is in two of... I actually posted in one of the Discord channels.
November 2017.
It's also on the website if you just look.
It's on the website as well.
Just look for the link.
Yeah, it's on two posts. I think we went through two different batches. There's the main one and then another one a few months later. Just look around late 2017, late 2018. There, you should be able to see the names of the map. Interesting.
Yeah,
There's no wiki page, which there should probably be one for this.
Yes.
Someone should make one. But yeah, I'm being pinged on voice channel.
No.
I'll check it.
Lithium, you're muted because you have voice activity on. You need to turn that off because we can hear you there.
Get push to talk.
Yeah, you need to turn on push to talk. Conrix asks, have you heard that Astroslurp put the Astro in Astroslurp? I did not know that. Wow.
Astroslurp is now in space.
Astroslurp multi-location Starbase 1.
And he also posed another question. Thick lemonade or fizzy frumple soda? I think...
Oh, no.
Well... Well, obviously the second one, no, because of current litigation. The first one, I don't like the word thick. So, I think neither.
Oof.
I drink water. I'm healthy.
When is the lawsuit going to get carried out?
I think
we should hold it in the BART court.
I mean, we have courthouses. I don't know. We used to.
I mean, Bart
versus Frumple et al.
Bart has its own courthouse across the street from the Atmod building.
We used to do court cases in the old world where we actually did it on actual, not like actual worn players, but I decided that was probably going too far. But I mean,
oh yes, I remember seeing one of those on YouTube from like 2013, and the person was like, "Tom Pears, did you see what happened?" "No, I wasn't there." "So you're saying he's innocent?" "No, I mean he wasn't there." "Oh, okay."
That's.
Oh boy.
I remember that.
Hey, Frumple, I've got a question for you.
That was actually that was Deuteronomy. Who was the
If we were to get a majority in a definitely not rigged election, can we change the colour blue in the official MRT logo to pink to promote gender equality?
DDR.
No.
No, change the red to pink.
Are
And
you
you have blue in it.
suggesting that certain genders are tied to certain colors, you misogynist?
I am going to give a serious answer to this. I think there are better ways to promote gender equality.
Like promoting me to mod. Slash ass.
Wow. Okay.
or you could promote me to mod. I mean, seeing my username, everyone thinks I'm a girl. And
okay.
I mean,
anyway, I think there are better ways to promote gender equality. I was
going to make a comment.
I think putting it on
I rethought my life.
Putting it on the logo is essentially symbolism, and I don't think it's significant enough. So,
any other questions?
That is my serious
I mean,
answer. To
all of Central Park is pink, so there you go.
LFP003 asks in Discord, is taxation theft? No.
Frumple, what do you think is what is your favorite version of Central Park to wait?
Christmas.
That's a hard question.
I think my favorite is my favorite's the summer one with that plane
I think
flying.
the favorite
April Fools.
I think my favorite one is the one I haven't seen yet because I want to see something great. I want to see something completely different.
April Fools.
Yeah.
Turn Central Park upside down.
Actually, for April Fools, can we just put in the very original one from the very opening of the world?
No, it's
for
we don't talk about it.
Right. My question is, can we play 28 questions?
Yes, can we do that?
Well, no, there's still a bunch of silly questions coming in. They're very important that we go through them. AP is asking.
I'd like to make a.
Hold on.
Can
I answer the damn silly questions? Thank you. All right. AP is asking, did you like my hat in London? It was a good hat. I like the hat. Dragon Balloon is asking another brief, serious question. Do you know if Lake 2 is ever named? I don't know what Lake 2 is, so you're going to have to look at the maps. If it's not mentioned there, then probably not.
Look on the website. But they have a list of the names
if
there.
you have any further questions, maybe ask Chief directly, and he'll probably know. So, also, let's see here. StarCube is asking... I don't understand this question, StarCubed. Can into MRT server 005? Question mark. I don't understand.
I'd like to propose that for April Fools, we just take a Central Park-sized chunk of the center of the old world and put it within the bounds of Central Park. Spawn station and everything.
It is February, guys. Oh my lord.
Yeah, we will March at the March GSM. You know, I might as well put a topic in there, but we will discuss April Fools.
As I said at the rules revamp meeting, I have plans.
Yes.
All of you,
All
of you find a relationship first before thinking about April.
Dragon Balloon is asking, what is happening with the daylight cycle? And there's nothing. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the daylight cycle right now.
The time was changing every so often.
Yeah.
It's probably some admin doing silly stuff. Don't mind them. LFP is asking, well, what is behind you? No. Frosty's asking, is theft taxation? No. I don't want to think about those sort of things.
Have you ever seen the subreddit Stupid Tax?
No.
So that's quite funny. That's quite funny.
Okay.
I'll have to check that out.
All right. Okay.
Is it time?
Hold on. There's some questions. No, there's some questions still. I'm getting still getting.
Oh, God damn it.
Yep.
Why?
Okay, if we get a 60-vote majority, we can vote on cloture to end the debate.
There's no such thing as cloture. I thought I told you this is a fascist state.
Excuse me. It's a 60% majority of Frumple has to vote to
Yes. Nice one. McLaren is asking, is there a tax on MRT? Okay, McLaren, I'm going to tell you right now, don't use caps at us. And in fact, I think you should get a warning at this point because you have been very not behaving very well, honestly. I'm going to give you a warning right here, right now. So, yeah. And I'm not going to answer your question also. Okay, so moving on to, and McLaren, to be really clear, you are getting the warning because of your behavior. So
I'll go record that for you in the docs.
Okay, moving on to, that's the first time I've ever given a warning in the GSM. That's, well, at least the
lie.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Lie for your viewing pressure.
Okay, let's play 20 questions then.
Who wants to keep track in chat? Anyone want to keep track in chat?
This is going to be interesting. I don't know how you're going to do this one from.
Let's start.
I concur.
I'll keep count indoors.
I don't know how you're going to do. I know what it is.
What the fuck is this? Oh, I get it.
Okay, go ahead, Crumple.
Okay, is this a person?
No.
No.
No, not even close.
Is this a place? I'm gonna go for lightning around this.
It is not a place.
Not a place.
Okay. Well, that takes out a lot of things. Is it an object?
No.
No.
No, it's not an object. It's not an object.
Object.
There are
There's
objects.
no. This is not an object. There's no way this is ever an object. This can't.
It's not an object.
This
Is
is
it-
no.
Okay.
You're saying this is technically an object.
Okay.
You are
I'm
wrong.
gonna lightning around this. Is this an idea or concept?
Yes.
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 I mean, technically, it could be an object.
No, it can't
how
be.
you-
Is it
How can it be
Depending
an
on
object?
these things.
No.
No, okay. The main idea is not an object. No.
Honestly, the fun part is you guys
I
arguing.
mean,
on
it
what
depends
is.
how you spell it, honestly.
No. Shush, kid.
Yeah.
Shush.
Is this idea related to politics in any way?
No.
No.
Not a political idea. Okay.
Well, I hope not, because I'll be severely.
That takes a lot of it out. Does it
It's not
have?
really much politics. You can
There
have
has been a political debate about it before, but that's a bad thing to go down. It's a bad route to go down.
Does it have anything to do with? No, it doesn't make any sense. The thing is, politics is kind of long ranging. It could be anything, so that takes out a lot. Is it some sort of spiritual idea?
No.
I have to go that round. Not spiritual. Okay.
The route you're going is gonna get you lost.
I see. It's an idea.
You're going to get confused very quickly.
Is this? Is this is kind of stupid. Is this a good idea? In just good?
It's a neutral idea.
Yeah,
It's
not
a neutral
good.
idea.
It's not bad. Smart idea.
It's a neutral
It's
idea.
not
It
like
doesn't-
it's not like it it's not like it causes suffering.
Yeah.
It's a neutral idea.
Shh, no more hits. No more
Wow,
hits.
it can.
No.
It's cold, hard, neutral.
Yeah, it's neutral.
Yeah, I'm already confused. I don't know.
I wonder if Akinator would be able to get this in 20.
Let's put down a different route.
Is this? Does the idea have anything to do with economics or money?
No.
No.
Directly.
That's a
No.
weird
The
segue.
simple answer is no.
I can imagine how it could apply.
But it's not. That's not the reason.
So basically, the simple answer is no.
Okay.
This is a terrible.
What happened?
I mean, for certain economic ventures, this would be a necessary idea.
No kidding.
But saying that would it's
That's
like
just
generally
confusing.
But that won't help.
does
But
not.
that won't really help.
No, just don't pay attention to what
just compounding his confusion.
So okay, let's review. So it's not a political idea. It is not a spiritual idea.
No.
It not a sort of an economic idea, but it could be. I don't know what that
It's
means.
not. It's not. It's not.
It's not. In general, it's not. It just if
not.
someone
It's
wants to
not.
use it as an idea, then it can.
Does this
But, yeah.
idea involve people?
No.
No.
Does this idea involve things, like objects, like material
No.
things?
No, not material things. No.
That's all there is people and things.
There's something else.
It's an idea.
It's an idea, but the ideas usually relate to like other things,
But
right?
it's not a material thing.
There's other ideas you've definitely not stated.
Sounds like I need to think outside the box at this point.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Is this... Has this idea been... I guess, has it been in existence for a long time or only recently? I guess.
Long ass time.
That's also not forever. That's also not a yes or no question.
Well, okay. Let's just go with is it a long time idea?
Yes.
Therefore,
yes.
Okay.
You definitely know what this is, by the way. It's there's no question if you don't know this because you definitely know what this is.
Welcome to Alekna Bay International Airport.
I mean, you could argue.
No, it's no. This Frumple knows what this concept is.
Is this idea? I feel like I need to ask things specific to what era it came from because it could have come from.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. That's a nice hint there. Thank you.
I'm just gonna save you the time.
That's not a question.
Shit. I don't. What?
Think about it. If it's not spiritual and it's not object, what else do we use?
It's also very
I'm a
much.
very simple man. I only think in terms of.
This is very simple. This is very simple.
I will say when you asked your economic question, you were if you asked a question similar to that, you might have gotten closer.
Yeah.
Also, it's very much a neutral idea.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
So economics.
Does this have something to do with business?
No.
I mean, I imagine if a certain business venture would need to be aware of this idea.
You're getting far.
Yeah, Casey, don't confuse them.
No, the economics thing is confusing me because it's not.
I would give you the biggest hint, but we'll give it away. So
yeah, no, there's not too big of hints, but you're getting farther. That question got you farther than the wrong.
So confused. No, I'm just. I don't know. This is the.
Go back to
this is one of the worst 20 questions I've experienced so far. I think this is.
Go back to economics and think about economics.
It's not anything to do with economics.
It's not economics.
No, because I would say something, but okay, hint.
Traditionally,
it would bring up.
It make it fun for now.
Just the fact that you all guys are arguing. Oh boy, this is.
Robin, the point of this isn't economics. Like the reason this exists isn't economics. If it was, then yeah, it would be to do with economics, but it isn't. There's nothing like.
How many questions do I have left?
8.
Okay, it's not too. Okay. It's an idea. No.
That's what I want to say, Yoshi. But that's a hint.
No, okay, but but they don't use this specifically. No.
No. I said that's why I said they don't use it specifically, but that's a hint. What do they use?
Yeah, but like no.
No, don't.
No.
No.
Just said it.
I'm saying that I'm not using anything. That's just a hint. Yeah, that is a hint.
Yeah, that's too big of a hint.
Exactly. That's why I said I don't want to say anything because they'll give it away.
This is not a meta thing, right? It's not. I don't know.
No, it is not a meta thing.
That's not a question.
Does that count?
Now you have 7.
Okay, fine.
Fine,
whatever, fine. Is the I don't know.
Same.
Wait,
so where are we?
It doesn't have anything to do with
7
people. It doesn't have
questions.
anything to do with objects. It's just an idea.
That's the right question. Like your closest
The clo-
question
it's-
was done.
It's a neutral idea. It's very much a neutral idea.
Yeah, your closest question was, does it have anything to do with economics? And that's not even that close.
But it's a very neutral idea.
Yes.
You just have to think outside the box a little.
Does this
I
have?
feel like idea is the wrong.
It's an idea. It's
not an idea.
No, it's a concept.
That's the description for it from what we would.
It's a concept.
Is this idea frequently applied in modern life?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yes.
I'd imagine
No?
Okay. Well, here. Let me clarify. Yes, for people who need to use it, but for like the everyday person, you probably don't use this. Like,
But like, if you're like an architecture firm,
please no more hints.
Okay, stop it.
Oh, okay.
Please no hints, Kitty. Kitty.
Giving hints.
Does it have? Is this idea have to do with patterns?
Oh, it was okay.
No.
Face value.
No.
Not on face value.
Yeah, one of these days, as an aside, we should play like something like 1 versus 100 or something and see what happens, because this feels like this. Because it's like go to and everyone has different opinions of it.
God, Yoshi hosting 1 versus 100 after. Good lord.
That'd be fun, actually.
Wait, don't we have?
Be more like 1 versus 27.
No, we don't, because there's not that much people. Anyway, 5 questions left.
Are we in the
You're
Q&A
close. You're
portion?
getting closer.
No, we're still in the 20. We're in the 20 questions.
You're getting closer.
Can someone else carry on with the countdown? Because I need to go to bed.
Sure.
Thank you. See you guys.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night.
I thought that was HT's dad for a second.
Does it have something to do with? Oh, wait a minute.
Hmm?
Does it have something to do with math?
Yes!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay, there we go. All right.
You might get it.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Does it have something to
Close,
do
come on.
with geometry?
Climb down.
Geometry?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Come on.
It does. What's the concept in geometry?
I don't like math.
Great mess pull.
I think Crumple might get it.
This is problematic because geometry is a big space. So
Exactly, yeah. But choose the one that. Okay,
It's an idea.
remember, I said that I'd be 100% sure that you would know it. So it's not too.
There's no
obscure.
way you would
I'm
not know what
old. I don't remember all my math.
this is like
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I forgot.
like
I
something you
forgot all of mine.
There's no way you would have. You know that.
Obvious one is that one. Okay, let's just get this one out of the way. Does it have something to do with triangles?
No.
No.
Well, yeah,
Big
no,
no.
not at all. Actually, legitimately not at all.
Not triangles.
Not at all.
Okay.
How many questions?
That actually
3
eliminates
questions
a lot of
left?
things.
Or
Yeah, 3 questions.
3 questions left.
Yeah, because whoever did it in broadcast.
Here we go.
You can definitely do it. You can definitely.
Okay. As in is if ISO McLaren doesn't calm down, we might have to kick him from the Discord.
I think we're talking to him. So.
I just kicked him in Discord.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
just
think
for everyone else who is trying to talk with him, we've kicked him from Discord. So it's telling him now it's not going to be.
Wait, what is ISO even complaining about?
He
got a warning
He got a
for
warning. Staff have been. I've been actually thinking of giving him a warning for a long time now, but he doesn't seem to be.
Kind of raged it.
And we kicked him because he was continuing to go on about it in a survey.
Yeah, if you want a definition of belligerent, being belligerent dissent, there, well, that's kind of one example there.
Anyway, moving on.
Let's see. It's not actually eliminating triangles a lot because there's a lot of theorems that are related to triangles, so that eliminates all those.
But it's.
But then what the hell's left?
Okay, well, it's
let's
something you know, something that you very much know.
Triangle.
There are other things.
No.
Does it have something to do with curves?
Yes.
Yeah. Very much.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Is it calculus?
Yeah.
It is used in calculus. It is used in calculus.
Is it? So it's not calculus, but it's using calculus.
Yes, it is used in calculus.
Yeah.
You have one question left and then a guess.
Okay.
Oh God.
You have one question left.
It has to do with curves.
Yeah, this is a tough question because this is critical. It
has to do with curves.
You can get this.
Closest,
you can get this.
It has to do with curves. It's the closest
Very
you've come.
gettable.
Is no. Okay, here's a problem because I don't like calculus.
Don't think about. Say
I
it's
feel
about.
like calculus is the wrong route to go down.
Yeah, I agree.
Say,
So I would say go down the more curvy route.
But it's not.
Curve was closer.
Curve was
So simple.
Very simple. What you ask a question and take it? Maybe one more question.
Idea to do with
this is actually I don't get it. I don't what?
Just ask a
Come
question.
on.
Well, you know, it has
Math
nothing to do with
is an idea.
triangles. It
It's
has nothing to do with
neutral.
curves.
It's to do with curves.
It's using calculus. It's using math.
The problem is
Yeah.
if I went down the calculus route, I could probably try to cite something, but if it's curves, I don't know.
No, don't.
Well, you can ask, don't go to calculus too much.
But
Yeah,
that's my problem because I'm saying that's my
main
problem because
people- the main thing people use this for is curves.
Going down calculus would confuse you and get the
Curves will be easier than calculus.
That's closest.
I'm
to
saying
the
You're more,
okay. You're
you're
not
more
listening.
likely with curves.
what's your question?
For myself? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Last
for
question
me,
from
curves is I don't know my question. I don't know.
Well, you're more likely to get it through curves, not calculus.
I
You could
but
get
curves. I don't know. Curves is
calculus,
giving me
but it's not likely to be.
curves is giving me a blank right now. What?
I
feel like it's simpler than we're making it out to be.
Yeah, it's not simple than thinking.
Wish I can give you a hint.
Yeah.
Does it? No. Does it have something? No, I don't. This is a blank for me. I don't know anything about curves.
Ask something about, you know.
You're so close.
Curves, is it? I don't know. Does it have something? Oh wait. Oh. Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Someone in the MBS live chat asks,
Here,
"Are you
I'll use this question as a guess. Then. I'll use this question as a guess. Is it pie?
It is.
It's fine. You can get out and have a look. Get out and have a look.
No,
Remove his barrier box like
Yeah, he
shield.
was.
Oh, good.
Wow, that's a lot of pie.
So basically, when you just got an economics route, the hint was what the economics use every day: numbers. So that's what it's like.
Yeah,
I
like
can see why it's It's
No,
not,
that's not.
It's not a very good.
That
connection,
logic
though.
is worse than some logic I've seen.
There are certain businesses that need to use pi.
Yeah, like I said, but economics
like
use
if you're-
numbers
like
as
if
their
you're
fundamentals every day.
If you're
They don't use
making a,
pi.
if you're
They don't
making,
say, oh,
I'm
here's
saying
the
that's
area
the
of
hint.
my gold bullion.
But they use numbers. That's what I was saying. That's what I was wanting. I wanted to give the hint of numbers.
That's
I was
too
just like,
far a leap of logic, Robin. No.
No, not really.
If they use
Pi is-
pi, if they use
pi
pi,
is a
like, if
number.
it was an economic constant, then yes. But
When we're going to the math part, I was thinking, okay, like Pythagoras maybe or something like that. So that's why I would try.
much more simple.
Economics don't use Pythagoras.
Damn it, you missed something with your world coverage and removed the blocks.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh.
Like the right side of the numbers.
But yeah, you got it.
Yay! And with one
Yeah.
guess, well, I guess one guess
Yeah.
to go. I guess.
That is your sixth. That is your sixth correct guess. Out of 14.
Out of
14.
Oh, you actually
Is
keeping
it really?
track.
Right.
You got almost
the
half.
The GSM is over.
Yep, GSM is over. Thanks everyone for attending. And once again, if you have feedback regarding the rules revamp or any other questions, feel free to email staff. We are accepting feedback for the rest of the month until the March GSM. And again,
Can next GSM be held in CU land?
No, it won't.
We'll staff decide on the time. To remind you guys, the next GSM will be on a Saturday, and it will be on March the 9th. So it's actually not too far away. Actually, only about 3 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks. So, yeah. That's about it.
But yeah.
Bye.
Remember to use numbers, people, if you want to be in economics.
I'm trying. Bye.
Number.